The inventory of my project. People ask me why I don't have a type. I tell them that a type is a luxury for people who aren't on a mission. If you're thirsty in the desert, you don't ask what color the glass is. I am in a state of permanent biological thirst. My project is about saturation. I've spent the last 365 days cataloguing every encounter like a lab report. I don't need to know your name, but I need to know your geometry. I've sat in the back of town cars with the hooked, those oddly curved members that feel like they're trying to navigate a labyrinth inside me. I've spent hours in studio trailers with the Goliaths, the ones that make my jaw ache before we even begin, their skin a deep bruised purple that pulses with a heavy tectonic rhythm. I've had the needles, thin, long, and surgical, hitting the very back of my throat with a sharp precision that makes my eyes water. Size? I've seen it all, from the ones that are barely a mouthful to the ones that require both hands and a prayer. Color? It's a rainbow of the sauce, the pinks, the browns, the deep charcoal blacks, the veined ivories. To me, it's just different packaging for the same high. I want the diversity because I want the widest possible genetic net. I am trying to catch a miracle in my mouth, and you don't do that by being picky. My direct encounters, my case studies in intake. Let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday was a triple shot day. The first was a guy named D. Big, heavy set, a real powerhouse. His was thick, a blunt instrument that smelled of salt and leather. When he finished, it wasn't a trickle, it was a flood. That first shot of cloudy vodka hit the back of my throat with a heat that made me lightheaded. I didn't pull away. I swallowed until I could feel the weight of it moving down my esophagus, imagining those cells looking for a way into my bloodstream, trying to find a shortcut to my womb. By noon, I was with a guy who was the polar opposite. Lean, wiry, with a curve that went hard to the left. It was a struggle to keep the rhythm, but that's the work. The filth factor isn't always easy. When he hit his peak, the taste was different, sharper, more alkaline. I took it like a shot of top-shelf gin, that cooling burn that stays with you. By the time I reached the third guy of the day, my jaw was stiff, but my mind was screaming for more. This is the intoxication. It's a chemical loop. The more I take, the more I need. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for the next dose of cloudy. The cloudy brand. Drinking the intoxication. This is why I'm launching the brand. Cloudy. I want to bottle the feeling. I want a vodka that isn't clear and sterile. I want it opaque. I want it to have that slight viscous weight that real sperm has. I want people to understand the intoxication I live in every day. When I take those shots, I'm not just swallowing. I'm getting drunk on the potential. I'm hoping that if I stay saturated enough, I'll wake up one morning and find that I've forced the issue, that my body has finally accepted the mouth as a gateway for life. I want to be the woman who got pregnant by being the world's most dedicated vessel. I call it cloudy because that's what my brain feels like after a long day of the project. My vision is blurry, my head is spinning, and I'm covered in the evidence of a dozen different lives. It's a beautiful, filthy fog. The confession of the seventh pillar. Being the seventh model for Filthy Seduction means I am the one who pushes the limit of intake. While the other models might focus on the look or the power, I focus on the volume. I am the girl who stays after the shoot is over, asking the crew if anyone else wants to contribute to the project. There is no shame in my game. There is only the mission. I am Hana Heat, and I am a living, breathing distillery for the most potent substance on earth. I want every shape, every curve, and every color. I want the cloudy vodka until my heart stops or I finally start to grow. This is my filth factor. This is my intoxication.